So first things first, how did you get into sneakers and it all?
So, the love for sneakers probably came from working in sneakers. When I took a job at Champs, because I think working in it, made you establish a new love, because I think that you see a community behind it, like we were talking about earlier, and that really makes you, kind of transform into different things there. But, when I was younger, I wore a lot of Air Maxes, Shocks, because, who didn't have, a Shocks, collection at one point, I guess. The resurgence of my love definitely came from the Concord release, without a doubt. I think that I think that really, like I've been saying, I think that changed it for a lot of people. I really do. I think a lot of people reignited their love for shoes from that release.
Yeah, definitely.
Out of your collection, what is your favorite shoe?
I've been afraid of this question all day.
It was coming.
I always liken this to the I don't have kids, but the parent who can't pick their favorite child. I think it's almost evolved, because I think that, whenever you start collecting anything, you start small and you work your way, into things. And when you have a true passion for collecting that stemmed, years and years and years and years and years, and you finally pick up, maybe a grail that you never thought you'd be able to own 5, 6, 7 years later, now all of a sudden you're like, all right, well, wait a minute, what's my favorite shoe? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I used to say the Concord because that really did reignite me. And then, obviously the Galaxy, love I have for the foam. I've always said bury me in my Galaxy foams. But I mean, if you really, if the house was burning down, right? And I had to run down here and I could only grab one, it'd really be tough not to pick up the HDMs. You know what I mean? These are definitely, I think it'd be tough for me not to pull these, because I don't ever think I replace this. And that's, I think, what changes some of it. You know what I mean? I don't think that these can be replaceable. And just, the love I have, with Kobe, you know what I mean? And I'm a Laker guy. I think his shoes, given, smaller foot, low top shoes, they're a little slimmer, they're not as bulky, they look a little bit better. You know what I mean? On a smaller foot, it works out, you know what I mean? So, a lot of LeBrons look better on bigger feet, you know what I mean? It's just how it goes, in my opinion, you know what I mean? So
we know that you are a part of Soul Nation, so if you want to just talk about what it is and all that.
Yeah, so Soul Nation, and great question, I get it a lot. I found it was so a guy out in California named Pablo, I call him Pilo, it's my guy right there. He just, for the love of shoes and just the love of the community, decided to start this shout out page with this hashtag, and it sounded great, and it tied in with each other, right? How that wasn't taken yet, sometimes in my opinion, blows my mind.
Yeah.
But he thinks of this hashtag, and it was literally just about spreading the love. I tell people all the time, Soul Nation we don't make a dime. You know what I mean? There's no, there's no payment. Even when we go and do I'll go do shows, and some of the guys that throw on a Soul Nation shirt with me, we're not making any money off the name. You know what I mean? It's just it was started as a group of people who wanted to do shout outs and show off, other people, and just spread the love throughout the community. And that's really what it started to. And all of a sudden you got 1 million plus tags, and it's incredible to me, in all honesty. Awesome. I never thought that downloading an app X amount of years ago would have ever amounted to this, the friendships, I mean, there's not many people that are just gonna, fly out to California for a wedding for a dude that they met online.
Yeah.
What I mean? Just call a spade a spade, right? You know what I mean? Not many dudes are gonna go, fly out to California to go to the wedding of a dude they met online. It doesn't happen, Well, we did that, and it's just because, there was a huge bond. And if it wasn't for him, we've had a couple members come and go throughout the years. If it wasn't for him and for our connection, I think that we've, I think that we've really, represented that there's still some good and positivity in the community, and not all that, the negativity you've seen out there.
Yeah.
So we all have shoes we regret buying. Is there a shoe that you look back and you're like, you know what, I wish I'd spent that differently. I wish I had bought a different shoe.
God, it's such a great question. I'm not even gonna lie about it. That's actually impressive. Wow. A shoe that I regret. You know what I will say is, you know, two of the shoes that I regretted buying that I've had in my collection, one being both, you know, Bin 13s and then DB8s. All right, DB8s hold a very special love to me because one, the orange and blue, and then two, I've got the number 14 tattooed on my ankle. So like that was when that came, I was like, whoa, this is ridiculous here.
Yeah.
Both of those were too big, and even just by just a little bit, you know. And if I'm not going to be comfortable in it, you know what I mean. If I'm, you know, I want to wear my shoes. So both of those, I finally got to this point where I'm like, I got to get rid of these. I don't need to necessarily sell them, you know, to recoup the money. I want to somehow make this a swap out for something, you know, equal to or better than, you know what I mean? So those were two that I can definitely say are it, without a doubt. And I've been lucky enough to get rid of some of those. But people have looked out for me. I want to at least be able to, even if I can't look out for you directly back, I want to at least try to pay it forward.
Because you're obviously a host at a lot of sneaker shows. So what does that entail, and what do you have to do for that?
So, behind the scenes, it's been fun to be involved in some of these now. You know, a lot of the times I say that I'm just going to go and be the mouth, you know, and you wind up getting, you know, the crunch especially was a full-blown setup from like the ground up. And one of the people I need to give some love to is Will Randall out of Albany, because Mr. 518 Sneaker Fest, his bald ass likes to be called. All right. So when he started doing his first show, I was talking to him like probably every other day, just about the process. And I don't think I would have been able to help the crunch as much had I not have gone through that for two shows, now doing the third one. You know what I mean? Like, so that's one where to see what it takes ground up, you know, trying to find a venue, you know, that's the biggest expense right away. And that's one thing that, you know, luckily, you know, the crunch had, you know, an ice rink, but, you know, we did a walkthrough at the Times Union Center down in Albany, you know, so to rent out something like the Memorial for the day, you're talking about like 15 G's, like, you know what I mean? That's not, you know, it's so, you didn't make that day, you know what I mean? So that's a tough thing to do right off the bat. So I think location's the toughest thing, and try to nail down a good venue. And then the toughest thing is trying to figure out all the things that you don't think about. All right, the security, and then like, all right, well, I got security, but there's this back door and there's that back door, and you know what I mean, even for a $10 ticket, you're still trying to, you know, get anything you can for a value, you know what I mean? You're gonna still try, you know what I mean? So all of those little things that go into it, you know, are the things that you're, you know, worrying about setup time and breakdown time, and making sure the vendors are going to be happy, and, you know, because you always want to make sure that, you know, your vendors sell something, because you don't want them to feel like they wasted their time. Now, same token, if your pricing is, you know, there's a little bit of an ownership there, but you know, you want every vendor to do well, you know. So I think there's a lot more little things involved, I guess, that you're like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Like even the crunch, like I'm really lucky to work with them and what they did, and you know, we'd leave a meeting, and they'd have a you know, bullet point list, and my guy over there would email it to me, and this would be our to-do list, and it's like, wow, I can't believe like we had really, you know, that many different things to do.
Wow, yeah.
Out of like your samples that you have, and I'd say your more exclusive shoes, what is the one you're most proud to have?
I'm definitely, you know, not to cop out with the easy answer, but I'm probably still gonna have to say